Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you want Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. And follow me on all my socials. All the links will be down in the description below. And yeah, I want to talk about this theory. If you've seen the thumbnail, you probably already know what I'm about to talk about. And I know a lot of people, they thought I fell off or something like that. Just been super busy with life. It's just been a while since I've been able to put up a theory video. But I'm glad to be back. Hopefully we can get the live streams back rolling every week. And got a couple other announcements coming up very soon in the future. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and stick around. But today I want to talk about this theory about Danny from Scream 6. I mean, our guy that you know, everyone seems like they love. Like, is he the new Derek from Scream 2? Does he really care about Sam? Is he really who he says he is? Ever since we got the first trailer and we saw this character, we all, pretty much everybody, if you're like me, that thought that, hey, this guy looks suspect. And maybe that's just what they were going with. They were trying to take that suspicious boyfriend angle, making us just throw us off our track of who the real killers were. But what if there's more to this? At the end, it was very suspicious that, you know, he just seems like this caring, very, very caring guy that's trying to protect Sam for the most part, and he's trying to be this leader of this group, like he's trying to be this protective brother type, you know, big brother type. But there's still just something that just doesn't seem right about him. We don't really know much about him at all. It's kind of crazy how long it took for him to go get the police and bring them to the Ghostface shrine at the end of Scream 6. You know, I know it's all just a movie, and I know some people have broken it down and like ran the time on it and said, hey, there's no way that person get there, and this had to happen. At the end of the day, this is still just a movie. But do they have bigger plans for Danny in the future? For as much money as Scream 6 made, I'm sure there's going to be a Scream 7. Do we know if Radio Silence is going to direct it or not? We don't know. Is Jenna Ortega going to make it back? We don't know. But I can pretty much guarantee that we're going to get some type of conclusion or something with having Danny back as part of being a part of that core 4, you know. How could he integrate in that and have a bigger part than he did in Scream 6, you know, because we do have the core 4 here, so he's kind of like the fifth wheel out here. So I know a lot of people speculated like Jenna Ortega might not be coming back. Could he replace that part of the core 4? They could still be the core 4 with Jenna not being there, depending on whatever her fate may be in the 7th one. But with Danny, what if they had like this bigger plan? Because he still seems suspicious. He seems too good to be true almost, right?
You're making me suspicious, eh? It's making me think a lot. Smart guy.
And we really didn't see any big interaction with Ghostface with him. There was that one scene on the subway where he stands, you know, they're standing on the subway when they got separated from Mindy, and there's a Ghostface looking dead at the group, especially Sam, it seems like. And they all get, you know, each other's attention and see this Ghostface just like walking towards them really fast, and then you see Danny just step in front of Sam, and then the Ghostface just turns and goes out the other way. Well, there was another door before that he could have walked out of. Why not? What is going on here? Was Danny really trying to be protective in that scenario, or was it something like, no, this Sam is mine. This one's mine. You don't get this one. So maybe that was like a Ghostface, because this whole cult of Ghostface is kind of opening up more likely with Scream 6, the way we got the opening kill and then and just the way the shrine was, and with Kirby coming back, and who knows how many ghost faces there are out there just doing it for fun, wanting to kill Sam, just like the characters at the beginning of Scream 6. So could Danny be a part of all these groups? And he's just kind of, instead, from the viewer standpoint, it looks like he's the protective type. He could stand in front of Sam, and it looks like he's protecting them, but he's really telling the other Ghostface person, back off, Sam is mine. He's being territorial of her because that's his victim. So so which way is he really going to go? But then we see that scene where they meet with Kirby outside of the shrine, which is kind of a weird scene of how this all really played out to make this whole trap or whatever. Kirby's standing there looking very suspicious, and then Dan, like you would think that Danny would tag along here, but Sam was like no, and he's like, don't trust anyone, not even me, all that kind of stuff. He seems like he's being supportive, but is he a part of this whole entire trap? Maybe he is supportive in this one, and in the next one we see that we think as the audience throughout 7 that he is this supportive type. He is the new Derek or something. He really does care about Sam and Tara. But we find out at the end he turns and it's really him, and he's been behind this with Richie from the get-go. Similar to the way Scream Season 2 played out with Kieran. If you've seen the thumbnail, you already know where I'm going with this. Throughout Season 1, which I'm a big fan of the Scream TV series, so I really want that third season. I know we did get a third season, but I want a tie-up of the Brandon James story with Season 3. But Kieran was like the protective type through the first season. Then the second season, you're kind of back and forth with him and his cousin and all that kind of stuff. And you really don't want to believe that Kieran is one of the masterminds behind this or anything. But then it did turn out to be Kieran at the end. And I called it like early on in Season 2. I remember. And I'm wondering if that's kind of like the approach they're taking with the character with Danny. What if they pull something like that, And then you got Kirby over here that seems a little bit suspicious. She's still on my radar, even though she survived, and I'm love that she's back, and I'm glad we get another legacy character back. Something's just not right there, like that part where Detective Bailey, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Scream 6, but I'm assuming you've seen Scream 6 if you're watching this theory video, so you have been warned. With Detective Bailey being the killer, there was that moment where we thought that maybe it could have been Kirby, creating this entire trap, and Detective Bailey calls Sam and is just like, hey, I called down to the FBI, to Atlanta department, and she's been on a leave of absence due to like mental health issues or whatever they say, like she had a breakdown. I can't remember exact words. I'm pretty sure you'll correct me in the comments, but what if, and then we switch and we're like, oh, where's she at right now, and then we see the whole reveal of the ghost faces, and you don't know if it's Kirby or if it's Detective Bailey and all that, and then it ends up being Detective Bailey. Okay, maybe Detective Bailey is a ghost face, but what if Detective Bailey was also telling the truth to Sam, like maybe Kirby was let go of the Atlanta department, like maybe that is true, but he is also a ghost face, and there's several different ghost faces on this. So this was kind of like Kirby and Detective Bailey on each other's case, like they were both ghost faces and they didn't know it about each other, and it was kind of like one trying to be in one step ahead. I can't talk today, damn it, Destin. One step ahead of the other one, like something like that. And then what if in the next one we find out that Kirby and Danny were working together? Wouldn't that be crazy if they were like boyfriend, girlfriend or something like that, And I mean, I know that might not be the way I want it to turn out. It might not be the way you want it to turn out, but they could go something like that. They both could be Ghostface in the next one, They could be tied. Maybe Danny is related to Stu Macher somehow, They could tie it in some way, shape, or form. And then we still don't know where the mother of the Kersher family or the Bailey family, whatever, because Detective Bailey did have a wedding ring, and so there's so many different ways that they could go as far as the angle of the ghost face in the next one. I just want it to be more of a mystery and of a whodunit. This one, it was kind of like you narrow it down, you kind of can figure it out, even though sometimes they're pointing the finger at them. We needed more characters within the group, you know, so we could definitely be like, oh, it might not be that person, it might not be that person, but you know, when you really like break it down, we know who gets killed or is killed, and then we got the other people. It's like, who else is there besides our core four? So maybe they're building up this Danny character to build our trust with him, just to rip it back away, you know, like he really was, you know, behind all this entire time. So yeah, I mean, it's one way they could go back with the mastermind, you know, maybe, and it would be kind of cool to bring back Stu Macher too, you know, being the mastermind. Maybe he's working with Stu Macher, or maybe they do another 3 Ghostface thing. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was Danny, Kirby, and Stu Macher? Like, that would be really nuts. I don't think they'll do it like that, but I can be pretty sure that Danny's not. We got to learn more about Danny before we actually build it. You know, like have that trustworthy bond with him like we had with the core four. I still don't buy his character. I still don't buy Kirby's character being back. There's something fishy there. There's just something there. But what do you guys think about this? Okay, do you think that I'm onto something here, or do you think this is too far of a fetch? Are you team Danny, or are you not team Danny? Do you think he's a Ghostface? Do you think he's a part of the group? And have you looked at the movie in this way? If you haven't, next time you watch Scream 6, watch Danny and watch that subway scene, and watch whenever right before they go into the Ghostface shrine, and let me know what your thoughts are, okay? Because there is a long time period right there that it took a long time for the police to get there. And I know it's just a movie, but this is Scream, and some of this stuff has to make sense. I hope there's an end game to this, to where the writers know where they're going instead of just making it up as they go. All right, guys, this is Destination Station. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm glad to be back. I hope you're glad to have me, and I'll see you later, or I'll see you another time. Peace out.
I'll be right back.